who I'm talking to this morning. I was in the closet. Normally I get spoken to in the mirror in the bathroom, and that happened earlier. But I was in the closet and I heard something. I heard two things. I'm getting mixed up. The second thing is what I heard in the closet, but I don't know who I'm talking to. The Spirit of the Lord told me to tell you this. It's almost over. It's almost over. And I take by the response that Sister Cleo, you're one of the recipients. That the Lord said it's almost over. A lot of times in life we feel like what we're going through will never end. Thank you. You all may be seated. We feel like it's never going to end, and it feels like the closer we get to what we thought would be the finish line, the further the line moves away from us. It's almost like that the enemy has released a spirit of pushback from our destiny. It feels like the moment you thought you were about to get out of debt, some more bills came. Can anybody here relate to that? Just when it feels like you were finally getting ready to clock out and get off work, they called overtime. It feels like when you almost was ready to call it a day, lay it down, somebody call your phone with a dilemma, needed your help, and it felt like you were being robbed of your rest. But the Spirit of the Lord said that it's almost over. And in the midst of what seems like is taking forever, is only a spiritual pregnant pause where God is giving you an opportunity to bless Him while you're in the midst of your storm. God is expecting you to praise Him, not when praising is pleasurable, but God is expecting you to praise Him while you're under pressure. See, it's easy for blessed folk that has a lot of money to give when giving is asked. God ain't impressed with that. But it's a challenge when you're already challenged in your giving and challenged in your finance, and for the Lord to require of you to give more when you feel like you already have less. I was in the closet today. I was hanging some clothes, and I heard the echoes of voices in my spirit and in my mind. I'll tell you what they said. They started talking about the work that they were doing for ministry, and the work that they were doing for God, and the work that they were doing for the kingdom. And He told me to tell them, you're not the only one working. Well, that's a word for you. Touch yourself and say, I'm not the only worker in the vineyard. Tell yourself, I'm not the only one serving Him. Because I want you to understand, spiritually, you are not a one-man show. You are not a multitude. And the only time you really become a multitude is when you have opened your house and allowed an abundance or a legion of ungodly spirits to encamp or invade your residence. Then you become an army. You become many. You become more than. You only become more than who you really are when you allow them other personalities to encamp. And can I tell you, it's time for a personality eviction. It's time for a personality eviction. Some of us have renewed the lease on our old personality. You don't want Vivi to come out, but that means that Vivi is still living in my house. I just got in the closet in a closed up room, and it's time to. That's that altered attitude. That's the other one that'll fight on your behalf. That's the other one that say you saved, so you sit down in the unsaved party, you gonna come back out. That's the part that say ain't there yet, ain't delivered, and you gonna resurrect him or open the door and let him come out and fight your battle. But I decree today that today is time to evict your alternate personality and your extra you and the old who you were. Ain't no room for y'all in the same temple no more. Because God wants all of you to be renewed and to be whole. And God wants all of you. Now, I'm not telling you to forget how to fight, because it's going to come a time when you're going to need to fight. I mean, Ecclesiastes, but I am telling you, if you're going to fight, you ought to at least want a sound mind, because as soon as you start going to war, you got Ray and Riri and Ruru and Tutu and Boo Boo and all of them coming in, and you got all these little men that you keep trapped in the top of your head trying to give you direction, and all of them fight differently, and before you know it, you done start windmilling and you done stop with your strategy of struggle, and the enemy will cause you to lose the battle because you don't know who to listen to. The reason why some people can't come in church and worship in spirit and in truth is because they brought all the characteristics and the personalities and them all altered egos to church with them, and they can't even freely with liberty, because whom the Son set free is free indeed. And you can't even freely raise your hand and worship because your other you don't want to raise your hand, because he got you acting mad, and he got you acting stubborn, and he got you acting stinky, and he got you acting stupid because your feelings been hurt. And the other you would say, in spite of what I've been through, I still got to praise. And now you got one hand up and one hand folded, and now you are battling among and between yourself because you're still mad at what you've been through when God done already brought you out. And instead of staying where you were with your attitude, God done already put you in a new position, in a new place, because that moment has passed you. And so what he's saying now, it's almost over. Now you can stay there if you want to. Matter of fact, you got about 3 seconds. Tell somebody you can stay there if you want to, but I'm going to another praise. And this time when I release my praise, it's going to take me to another spiritual territory. Stay there if you want to. Frown up if you want to. Stay mad if you want to. Hold a grudge if you want to. Stay bitter if you want to. Stay broke if you want to. Stay in poverty if you want to. Stay in sickness if you want to. Stay in denial if you want to. Stay in depression if you want to. But I can't sit by you much longer, because I understand that spirits transfer. And I came with a new mind of worship. And I'm tired of being where I see you at. And if I have to move around, I got to move around. But this time, I'm not going to let you hold on my coattail. And this time, I'm not going to let you drag on my ankle. And this time, I'm not going to let you latch on to me. Matter of fact, I'm about to praise my way out of here. And when you come in, you better come on with me, because I've been in this too long for me to stay in it any longer. I've been into some depression. I've been pressed down. I've been oppressed. But when I look at the blessings of God, I didn't have no reason but to come out of here with my hands up. I got victory in my smile.